Let's see.
You have my utmost attention.
Not enchant. Awaken. 13. Jesus Christ.
Surprising,
Okay.
but not baffling.
13. How much do I have right now? 8. So 5 more. Alright, now we get the Albion energy, which I don't keep. I always sell it.
Don't be shy.
Because it's not that expensive. Just do a buy one real quick. Just do 13. So you can see it's only a $60,000 investment. Not too much. Not a deal. I didn't end up paying that much, so what's over here? Let's see if we can awaken this bitch and survive for more than 10 minutes. I'm more of a casual PvPer, but I figured, what the fuck? Everyone else is spending all this money, doing all this shit, so I might as well join in too. Ooh. What we need is some cap soup. Let's get a couple of those. We shouldn't be out very long.
My pleasure.
Because we're just gonna get this first level and start enchanting it. After we get a few points, we're gonna go into the mists. So, try to make this pretty quick. Clearly, what you should do is take this. I'm running a pretty expensive build, so people like him just sitting there waiting for someone like me to walk through. So what we're gonna do is actually go through this. Because it's more efficient. Let's see these people. People are always running cheap builds. I never run anything meta, ever. I find that it takes away the fun when you can just easily play against people. I like to run something no one else is running, and right now, on this server, no one is running the same weapon I'm running. So what we're going to do is just pop in here. Because we might be able to find someone and get an easy kill to start the day. If they're dumb. So yeah, we know it's tier 5. Odds are no one's going to be in here. Now what you should do is wait. But I have enough money that I just don't care. I've PvE'd long enough. And unless they're pure luck, they're not really going to kill me. Unless they come up with a group. Since we're not live streaming, we don't have to worry too much. Now this isn't the most efficient way, but this is actually a pretty safe way. I'm doing what I want to do. I pretty much kill all these mobs pretty quick without using too much skill. As you can see, gives you time to warm up since I just started. Just gotta warm up a little bit, get this thing awakened. As you can see here, that you have awakened points, 178. I need 12,000. So I'm just gonna go for one dungeon, should do that. My math is correct. That's what we want. Just get this one dungeon, make it easy. I should save my sprint in case someone does come from behind, so I can get through the mobs and reset. But if the regular tier 5 comes in, he's gonna have a bad day. So I'm not over worried, but I'm not worried because they normally have friends. If you played Albion and all, you know that people are just never alone these days, unless you're the guy who's alone. And then you learn the hard way. You can see here on the bottom left where it shows your attunement. I should have dodged that, I was too busy talking. I heal enough that doesn't matter. I heal for more damage than he does per strike, so it's pretty easy as you can see. And like that we finish him. Energy consumption is pretty shit, right? And this here is just, we're not really aware of any of it. Sure, the money would be nice, but unless it's an item, I'm just doing it for the attunement and the relative safety and closeness it is to what I'm trying to get, which is right back to Bridge Watch. Now after this first attunement level, we're going to go into the mists, where they tell you it's safe if you're smart. Apparently I'm just not smart, because I just seemingly die there. Though I'll watch other streamers who can be there for like 10, 12 hours straight and somehow not seeing a soul. But I'm in a spot for 5 minutes and there's hundreds of people on me. Which I'm sure some of you have that thought at least. A little background, I have been playing for years, pretty much solo, and somehow I just never gotten too good at the PvP. Mainly because I don't run meta builds, so I'm always like behind the curve, you know, I always feel weak. Which is what you'd expect from someone not playing meta. So, there's that. It's not that I expect to feel strong. You would think most top tier gamers run meta builds and are just good without meta builds, right? Well, I run non-meta builds, so I guess I've just never had a chance to get good. Not quite sure what it is, but I'm not that good. However, I have enough talent that maybe, just maybe, you can see what it's like for your average player to do this stuff. Not a hero. I'm definitely not a hero or a villain in this game. I'm just your average dude. Play casually because I'm in the military, so never really get the option to play serious. But, you know, I figured the girls in the States, I'm in Japan, might as well do something a little fun. Well, I got a few hours before a little while before I go to bed, you know, so you get to experience the time with me. Yes, I should kill her more, but I have some buffs, so let's just push on. And you'll see if I go in the black zone how much faster this is, just like doing open world mobs, so much faster. But then there's just that random chance a group of 30 people will walk by, and somehow they always seem to find you. But we can check my current stats real quick. We're at 1,000, so this isn't going very well, so I should have just bought a map and ran a map, but this is fine. We'll leave in a second. That person's not even worth killing. Just get through this and then get out. It's still a good warm-up. Then we'll go to the black zone and triple this in like just a minute. I've experimented with a 4.4 before. It was significantly faster. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. For some reason I had a delay there on my buttons. And this is not the most exciting content, obviously, right? If you ever do this, kill the books. Fuck the books. The books are your enemy. Probably should weave in some more auto attacks if you're doing a higher tier dungeon, but clearly it doesn't matter too much for me. Now we're at the final boss, so we can move on. Which is what we're really after, is just moving on. These guys give a decent amount. Let's see if we can see on them down there on the bottom how much these guys give us when I kill one of them, or both of them. This guy gave us 49 attunement. Not that great. But watch how the equivalent tier 5s in the black zone, open world, give us significantly more. We're just going to speed through this, see if we can't pull them all together. Yeah, I'm being risky. I don't care. Now we'll just heal up through our auto attacks, which we hit within. If I was really worried, I would have been more careful. I'd have took them one at a time. But since we learned this isn't that effective, artifacts you should just get because they increase your profits significantly. We're just going to go in the black zone, because that was very inefficient. We got 2,000 for clearing the dungeon. We'll fill this up within minutes with open world mobs. You just risk being run into. So if you're smart, you'll go a little deeper, which is what we're going to do. We're going to go significantly deeper, like against all these right here.
How you doing?
Now we can see how much that gave us. I was just more worried about a quarter more. So, what you want to look for is the gold ring mobs. Or just a big blob of like these type of guys that are pretty good if you're in Bridgewatch area. Which apparently these days no one is. Used to be the case though. And we can see here that I got 179. So significantly more than I was getting for the mobs. Equal level in a dungeon, right? So we're staying close enough that we probably could run to safety. And we're just going to see what we can find here. This will do. We can clear them fast enough, it's not too much to worry about. Another good thing is to set your mount off like that, so you can click on your target. Last thing you want is to be killing something and click on your fucking mount. Which is what I do all the time, out of pure inexperience. Not really inexperience, just... I don't know, I'm used to going deep into the black zone and not picking fights. And just fighting what comes to me. That's not really a good pull, so we're looking for is bigger pulls. Mobs like that, animals and stuff can do it. They're just not as efficient as like this guy. We want to avoid him. That guy's a hard counter for us. In the event he does follow us, we want to have that equipped. That'll pretty much allow us to walk through his firewall and fuck him up. Oh shit. Of course I run right into that because I'm not paying attention. Normally you can come out here and find, there we go. And he's just about to top, shit. Let's go and kill this one over here. It's a little risky because I dashed too far, but it'll do. And we can see how we're doing. 4,000, so significantly faster. Just requires a little bit of searching. You want to find the gold mobs, which normally you can find plenty of them. Somehow today, though, as a matter of fact, can't find nothing. So what we're going to do is just play a little game here, play the risky part. You do not want to do this if you're playing it. But I knew what I could do, so. There we go, gold ring. I'm based out of Japan, so you can see my ping's not the best. But my laptop is insane, so I still have pretty good frames. There's a good little pool. There we go. See how we're doing. Keep noting because we don't want to waste any time, right? We want exactly 12,000, and then we're going to go back. And then we're going to head into the mist where it's tier 6, camps, and we'll pull and make some profit. Hopefully the goal is to make enough to continue leveling up the weapon without spending more than we make. Which is not going to be quite possible because you'll see that it jumps up by the millions, as you've seen probably on YouTube. And since we don't have the skill of players like Eckhart, Coco, Mogdon, we're not going to make much money. We'll probably die, but you get to be here as we see, if I die. Then if you're one of the few people watching this video, when I say few, I stress few, I pray that you're the one who killed me, and if you got that weapon, at least still go to someone who supported me, you know? Which is a good thing, not a bad thing. And that should be a pretty good chunk. I'm hoping that was about a 2,000 or so. Yeah, not really. This guy is running a build we don't want to fuck with. Now here's what we don't want to see. A group like that rolling through. It's 4 or 5 people and they're doing a common tactic you see these days. You don't know what it was? They're running a lot of reflex and they run 4 or 5 people, one of them in a guild, the rest of them not, and then they'll try to pick a fight with you or try to like pretend they're AFK so you attack them. And then here comes a guild out of nowhere to get you. Really frustrating, super annoying, but here's what we're looking for right here. You don't lose their mount, but we're about to. But not what we wanted to do there. That was an accident. As I said, having the mount in a bad spot can really cost you. We need to leave in our auto attacks to make sure we're healing. And then be ready for this bitch who does this big throw. Now we can see if we got anything. Nothing too bad. Well, not great, but still money. And then that should have gave us a significant amount, 8,000. We're almost there. Pretty sure I seen a gold ring over here. Got a little camp of gold rings. Yes, this is what we're looking for here. Just want to get in here and punish them a little bit. Then finish them. We can go ahead and kill that if we want. Doesn't matter. Keep your eyes on all your screen. That should have bumped this up quite a bit. Almost 2,000. I see another gold rings here. Let's pull all of them in. This lady right here. Okay. Just to go ahead and kill everything out, and then we're done. Pick that up. That's worth a little bit of money. So we're just going, and let's see. We're almost there. One more good camp like that, and we're back home. This camp here will do. Pull them all in. And that's not what we wanted. As you can see, having a mount really does pain in this. Now if you play on mobile, you don't have to worry about that. Mobile, you just hit the horse button to mount. But we're using cab soup, so we healed that a little longer. That's nothing too terrible. And that should... And then you can't mount when you want to mount. Maybe another mob or two would be fine. Just look for a camp. And kill as many as you can, as quick as you can. So we're looking for a nice chunk. A grouping. That's only 2. It's better than 1, but I'd rather have 3 or 4 or even a full camp like this right here. And now we did it. Boom. As you can see, it popped up. So now you know. We can also travel back, which would cost 100-some thousand. So it's not really worth it. But now we see this. We have a power core on its way towards us. So you have to keep the eyes on that. World events, if a chest popped up, etc. Zoom out, you can see. Now the goal is to go back. We want to tune this and head into a mist. The reason we're not killing anything else is because we don't need to kill anything else. I've played most weapons. I have swords, all the swords at 100, etc. So I can play pretty much any weapon I want to play, except frost staffs, any staffs. I've never played staffs, just never found the allure, and most staffs are meta in some way or some form. I fooled around with the shapeshifter staffs when they came out. Panther's pretty fun. Werewolf is really fun if you know what you're doing. That there's a troll. Dude has 120 spec, on a flat floor, wants to fight me. Why? Because he could kill me. It's meta. And the fact that a flat floor could compete with me, you would think is insane, but unfortunately, in this game it's not, and it's cool and sad. Skill has a huge proponent to play. Let's be honest. Let's say that. However, skill's not everything. As spec, and certain weapons just are better. We're gonna quick sell this, with the exception of our healing potions and our cabbage soup. So you can see we didn't make that much.
See you later.
But we have some cabbage soup left. And now we're here. So I'm going to go to awaken this weapon. We'll modify our first trait. We're going to add one. Use some focus. 41,000. And ability damage. That's a really good one to start off with. Much better than this, and cast time reduction. But see, we can't upgrade until you get a higher rating. So now you have to upgrade the trait. So wish us luck here. 63,000. What you want is a critical, or like it's like a max attunement, right? And we didn't get it right. That's really bad. But we need to go through this attunement, so we're just gonna fire through it. A couple of these really increases this rating significantly, and is a good mark of weapon. Right there. This is what you want. You can see the change is much higher. And as you see, I got to 57. Another one of those, cost goes up, but another one of those will be where we want to be to get another trait. Another one. That's good news. Like, this weapon's turning out pretty good right now. You can see we unlocked another trait. We're going to go for 3 in a row though. And then if we don't get a critical, we'll move to the next modified trait. We gotta get one. Oh, see? Now, do we have enough to add a trait? You need 6,000, right? So it's not really worth it. So we can't. But if we go back out, we'll see here that now we can get a max of 96,000. And that's what we were after from the beginning. So now what we're doing is heading back to where we were, because it seems to be a pretty low pop area. Years ago, it was pretty high population. 3 or 4 hideouts, people always fighting. It was like the ganker spot, but that shifts around for some reason to different areas. So we've seen some solo mists out here, so we're just going to go invisible. And that's a greater. We don't want greater because we do not have a 2v1 build. We barely have a 1v1 build, in my opinion. However, we have a lot of DPS. We're kind of going with like a bloodletter-esque build. We don't have a bloodletter, right? Bloodletter's meta though. We're going with a build that would be played by most bloodletter people and such. One, it's an artifact weapon, so you can get it at 5.4. You get 4.4, cheaper to level up, cheaper to attune. Pretty much cheaper and better than a spear, which you have to get 6 for just to get all your abilities, which puts you at a disadvantage when you're doing this. So now we want to log out. It's going to allow us to wake this up. And that's a rare, so that's what we really want. And that's a lucky find. So this could be a tier 7 zone, tier 8 zone. So if you're really good at this game, or pretty confident in your ability, you should bring tools with you, because this here happens to be a tier 7 zone. If you've been tier 8, we have a chance for a lot of profit. So now, we should stay away from these zones, because that's where most of the fighting is going to be. But we're here also for some might. So we're just going to mix up our stuff. We're going to kill. We see a dude like this, definitely going to fight him because it's tier 7. And the attunement's going to be pretty great. We'll check how much he gives me. Once we get him low, we'll just finish him with one of these. And there we go. And he gave us 1,400 attunement. Now right here we have a pretty scary thing. So what we're gonna go for, we're gonna look at it, because it's also fame and might. And in a rare, if this is any color above green, it's gonna be over 3,000 or 4,000 might, which is great because it's favored too. So we're just gonna check it out. Right? We're not gonna set on it. We got a dude right there running a build that we probably could kill. Can we catch him? Maybe not. He's been in a fight. Right now he's scoping us out. Probably as much as we're scoping him out. And we're dismounting, so in fact we can eat 50 seconds. What we're doing is looking for names. If he comes back, he's eating. I mean, he's got some good gear. Not quite a high IP as me, if you can look here. He doesn't execute though, right? So Gigantify is going to be huge, even the heals. And I want all capes, I would have saved there. Now he can slow me, but if he sprints after me, that's what we're going for. He doesn't have a way to, so much as, doesn't have a way to purge my Stalker Jacket, he doesn't have a way to invuln through it. Because he's running a very similar build. My damage output is going to be significantly higher if I can catch him on the sprint. And then with this and this, it becomes much like an execute. Now we may get this uncontested because he doesn't want to fight us. which is what we're hoping for. And that's what we got. So in the event right now, we're going to swap to this. Not because it's great, but because we do that and get moving, and then we can break off. That'll keep us from being slowed. If we see someone, we'll swap. But for now, it's going to get us where we need to go without using our boots. Now, this is the bonus of wearing something expensive. Just like if you were me, who normally doesn't run expensive shit, this is the guy you don't fuck with. Because you're like, oh no, I can't take him. Maybe you don't feel like being ballsy. You see there, if I don't use the extra little sprint, I don't have as long as a cooldown. Spear has pretty good mobility, not quite as good as a bloodletter. With this ability, if someone were to stun me, I hit this, and I'm immune to stuns. So it's a good way to get out of a stun. And then with an E, you can dash right on. Now the reason we had a yellow exclamation mark was because that dude was in a fight with someone. He didn't want to fight us. Now we're about to see a huge might. Hopefully a nice big chunk. 5,000 like I said. So we're at the Conqueror's Challenge. That was a huge boon, right? 31,000 favor. We're climbing up. Season's almost over, but at an hour a day, you can get 20,000 easy. Now on a cheap build, you're not going to get as many of those. You're looking at someone who doesn't get as many of those. But you can still get quite a few. I recommend Life Leech with the spear. It has pretty good attack speed and you can heal. Same as Battle Axe. If you have it, you might as well use it. It's not all weapons I think are efficient with it, but Battle Axe, Spear seem to be pretty good with Life Leech. Now we got a guy here. He's just farming, so we'll let him farm. Now he could be fooling us, but we're going to assume he's not. Here we are, we still got a combat food. We have Gigantopod potions, which could save us. It's not so much as good as a heal. And depending on what you're fighting against, a heal is even better. So we're going to swap to heal potions. Seen that guy? You know who that is? Being a little ballsy right now. I'm not using as much AoEs. But we can make it work. It wasn't the best placing, but it was pretty good. I'm going to keep your mount close, but not so close that it messes up your attacks. And clear this as efficient as possible. And like that, we cleared the camp, and we got a purple chest. Huge. And a rare. This has the potential for quite a bit of money, and we got gypped. So shit happens, right? Not all of them are juicy, but the potential here is much higher than if we went into a common. Keep in mind, your mount doesn't matter as much as the mist. So what you're looking for is carry weight. They have some little bit more health, but most of the time health is reduced in the mists. Like this guy here, we're not after. Let him do his thing. Could we catch him? Maybe. Maybe not. Now, would he be worth killing? Yes, 100%. The catching part is the hard part, though. And this guy here. Running bear balls. That's what we want. He's about to leap. That's what we want him to do. Oh, fuck. He's gonna try to go one way. He goes back into the mobs. We're about to have our sprint up. There he goes. He got mounted. And we drank a potion, which is a big blunder. Now this here, he's gonna go for this. That's why you should use in this pots if you're running to get someone cheap. Now he barely got away. If I hadn't had my cooldowns, he'd have been fucked. Right now he's trying to see if he can bait me. Which is fine, we want him to get close. Now see, this is getting a little ballsy. Quite a few people. And they might try to team up on me. I want them to try. That's the move you want to avoid, and I managed not to. As you can see, we still have cabbage soup up, so it's okay. And we're gonna go in. We're gonna keep our stacks. If he's in here, we want to increase our chances of getting him. That's a green. If you don't know what that means, it means it's useless to us. Like I said, we're not the best PvP here. He got away, but if I had the eel steam, we probably caught him because our cooldown would have been so high. But I didn't want to risk the fact that we could have been ratted. With a healing potion drink, we need to swap to this. That Gigantify could come in handy as well against Reflect or numerous things. So we're gonna eat the cabbage soup again and maintain. And we're going on foot because we know there's someone here. And we can purge that run. And that's what we want to do. That's the guy we want. We'll clear this much faster. Right now we're just checking. He's trying to run. He might kill me here. If he does, well, he earned it. He's running out of invis though, and I have a torch. He does not. Which means I'll catch him about 2, 3, 2. Now he's played too long. He's gonna have his boots soon, which is fine. We're trying to get this out of him. see, like I said, if we had Ill Stew, we catch him. But he's running a pretty high mobility build. He's probably gonna get me, which is fine. I didn't think he would because I was running cabbage soup. If he's not hitting me, I'm not gonna be in combat. And we could use that, but probably what you're thinking if you're watching this, like, why the fuck I didn't do it? Because we knew he had double invisibility, so I was trying to get him to use one of them first. Alright, now we're waiting for him to try to come get me. We have 2 minutes to get this missed. The goal was to get a lot of this. We only got 10,000, right? I got a little distracted, so now we just need to get through this a little faster. We're about a mob away. So we're going to kill this guy real quick and clear it, and then look for the next mist. As you can see, we completed the objective. We have a minute to look. Now that guy was playing with us, we used some more potions, right? But the key was not to die. Now we know where he's at, right? So we know he wants this still. We don't want to leave the camp because now we're being petty.
Somewhere from the top, security.
So we're going to quickly look for another mist. Try to chain these together. Odds are we won't find one, but he won't get to complete his camp. And for me right now, that's enough. 30 seconds. I'm looking for a wisp. Looks like we're not gonna find one. And then we'll just load out. We'll go back into another. Pretty shitty gameplay, but you know, I told you I wasn't the best PvPer. I could have killed him. All I needed was use my Mortal Agony and we had him. It's a blunder. I've been free money. If someone's gonna try to play with you that much, then you know they're overconfident. Overconfidence will get them killed. I was still trying to reserve stuff in case. He thought mobs would save him. You should never expect that mobs are going to save you unless you have knockback and RIP, or you have more tricks up your sleeve. He did not. I could have pulled him out pretty easily. The second invisibility is what I was worried about. Here, as you can see, that was pretty shitty luck. So we need to move so we can mount up. We're going to swap potions. As you can see, this blood tick on the trees lasts forever. If you ever get hit by a tree, pretty much fucked. So avoid trees. We think we have a camp here, a camp here. So let's give it a shot. Like I said, they tell you camps aren't what you should be doing. So if you see red mobs, do those. You know, the upgraded mobs, etc. I'm after the might though. And here we go, like this here's a good find. Let's get out of it. It's better than getting hit by a frozen and stuck in place. That can be a death sentence out here. Grab that. Now this here is a carbon sword. We want that carbon sword. If he's feeling ballsy, let him take it. If he wants to come get us, we'll take that. He's not going to fight us. These guys hit you with a poison. Gotta be careful for it. Now this is not as good as the last one we're in. As you can see there, I missed. And we're looking for the carbon sword to come back. We should not. I'm supposed to be working on awakening a weapon. I don't want you guys to be annoyed or bored, so I've chosen to run around without a mount in this camp. Because I'm not afraid of PvP. I don't want to die. This build's like 20-some million, sorry. But I could afford to pay for a whole other build and still be over 800 million, so nothing to be too afraid of. Now we know he's probably up this camp. That's probably a fact. But this guy's here. Got battle bracers. This guy. Talking to us.
Yeah, I got you like that. That's not exactly where is she? In the building. Say again, mate. Sounds like you say she's in the building. I am. She's unlikely. Where not is she, mate? She's in the building. I can't get the police. That's the general. Yeah, but where's that?
So you've seen there's classic teaming, which is why I said I didn't trust them. It's just a way for them to get me and the 2 other people who actually are spending money on a build, which I get it. They look like tryhards, but like I'm trying to level a build. I'm not gonna run tier 8 with a 6.4 weapon, right? I'm running the equivalent, which is 7.3, which is juicy. I mean, it is. But to trust someone in flat 5 is not a rat in a rat build. It's absurd. And the fact that I'm pretty sure he had a stalker jacket on is even more insane because we've seen him with an assassin jacket, which means he's running a rat. He's running with battle bracers. They're the rattiest weapons in the game. Now they're out here probably fighting someone. We've seen some big targets. We haven't seen a wisp yet to draw people away. So we're gonna go for this guy. Just gonna do our thing. There we go. And the archer, fuck the archers. That poison was insane. This guy shouldn't have hit me. Oh, see, that's bad luck. That's where my team hurts. We'll pull him back to us. Give us some more attunement. We're gonna check out the camp. We know it's gonna be a hot spot of activity, right? That's it. So here might be an easy kill. So that's what we're going for. We're in the camp range. That's what we want to be in. Because here's what we don't want to fight. He has a purge, dual sword, run a really meta build.
Destroying the very thing you came for. Enough bloody gun and spare fighters all over the place. There it is, guys. Last of it. Was it tough bit? But better off. 37 million pounds. Coming out of here, you fine girl.
So you gotta be careful here. There's always people looking to kill you. An easy kill, a way to get an easier kill, etc. Just the nature of it. That's a green chest, so it's still not worth the grabbing. So now the goal is just to get out of here without losing our mount. Which, honestly, riding a horse may be safer. Now the problem is a lot of these people go to the same mist with us. But it's not too big of a deal. I only seen one in here that was a true threat. It was the 8.3 Panther. He's a major threat because he has Endome phase and execute. I have no iframes. So we're looking for is here, here, and here. Since we're here, we're going to go this way and up. Probably this way, probably here, and up. It's already been an hour, it's getting close to my bedtime. It's actually past my bedtime, so let's see what we can do in the next 20 minutes. If you're watching this video, well, this is what it looks like when you actually play the game and actually got to grind for stuff. People just don't magically get 8.4, you know, or they don't get 6.4, 5.4 with all those specs without grinding. They just don't. If you expected otherwise, then you expected wrong. There's a grind. Hence why it's an MMO and why people keep playing, because doing this, you know, you feel more achieved, you know. Is it worth getting this weapon? Not really, you know. This weapon's not that much stronger, but it is stronger, so there's an attachment phase to it. Now what you see here's this dude who we met last time. Let's check him out. I can't because he lost our click on him. Now, he was wearing some farming gear, but I also think he's a rat because he had 2,800 health. So we're going to be a little careful. We're going to go up north. I'm sure he's not. He's a full farmer. I'll let him do his thing. The reason he'll be a threat to us is if we let ourselves get low. Now right there, you see that? He came back this way to see. See what happens when you stay in the fight? Was it worth doing? No, but I had cap soup, and I knew I'd be fine. Not always, sometimes the overconfidence gets me killed, but sometimes it don't. Now we're looking for the chest, which I had seen a moment ago, and now I can't seem to identify. And it's a common, so useless for us. There's books in there, but books don't give attunement, so. What you're looking for is wisps on the map like we did last time. Sometimes it feels like they never pop up because you get into a miss late, something like that. Whatever, but you can get tier 6 hides in here, pretty much anything you need. Yes, there's past some green mobs, but if it's a gold ring, I'm all on it. My least favorite ones, I hate undead mobs. See, there's a chest. Everyone's gonna flock to that, which means if we clear this fast enough, it should be fine. Now we're looking. It's pretty fresh clear. So. Got no arrow. Plus, we're on a little bit low. And after all that, still didn't get barely enough to clear this count. So that tells you how worthless a lot of mobs are. That's why you gotta look for key mobs to even remotely increase your clearing time. We are gonna go for the chest, unless a miss pops a wisp. Chests are great, wisps worth more. There we go. We still have a few seconds. So we can come back. Green. Not really worth it, but I was right. This was a camp. And we have about 42 seconds to get there to maybe put eyes on it. Because this could be a pretty empty mist. It could just be me and the farmer. It could be me and a tier 5. It could be me and anyone, right? So if you're running the high tier, if you're running these weapons that you're going to attune, it's risky because you know, like I said, it's a $20 million build. And if you don't have the PvP skill, it's even more risky. But it can pay off. So choice is yours, but we have this guy here. That's not what we want to be fighting. It's literally a counter to my build. He has this, which makes it rough because he can sail me. He can double E me, which is what his goal is. He can go invuln. He has undead cape, so that's a really high person we don't want to fuck with. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna fight this mob. Now we could fuck with him if we had a different attack setup, but this guy's running more than we want to duel with. Sometimes it's about picking your fights. Death Givers, really tough. So, do you take the risk and try to kill some Death Givers? Maybe not. So I chose not to. It's not worth giving up my 6.4 to face his much higher. Now, this here's a good mob to fight. Now, what you gotta be work for is his AoE is rough. If you stay out of that, he's not too bad. He's got no one that's coming. It's only when he gets 3 sword stacks. And there we go. I'm only running 7.3, and that guy had 3,600 health with Death Givers. My spear has more health than a Death Giver, therefore don't want to fuck with that guy. He's severely higher than me, right? He's probably camping this. Just want to keep that thought in your mind that he's probably camping this. So keep your eyes open. Listen for sprints. Somebody comes sprinting in. Do some mount up. Maybe if you're lucky, he'll use all of his abilities on your mount. If he does that, there he is. That's what we don't want to fight. 6.4, 8.3. He's doing the same thing we're doing, except he's running way more money into it. We don't want to use our food, we don't have to, because our food costs around 200k a pop for our combat food. So what you could do if we had more time is we'd go to another miss, but server's about to go down, so we're trying to get as much as we can. I'd like to get the might from this. With that guy sitting around, it's going to be hard. Now for fighting him, what you want to do is have this ability equipped. So we're going to do that in case he comes at us. Because if he has 3 stacks, we can reflect that damage back. Which is ultimately a bad day for him. That's what we didn't want right there. To get stunned. In this area. We can check this, but odds are it's looted. See that? There he is. That's a frost staff. Nothing we can do against a frost staff. He's using Frost Nova, Freezing Wind, all these things, nothing we can do against it. And he's using a one-shot comp to reflect to be our only help. He can stop us and slow us with one ability. making it impossible for us to catch up with him. So that's not what we want. Do I feel confident doing this? No, because he could get in here really quick. So I gotta be really careful. Now if we got on him, could we kill him? Yes. We need a mob or two more, so we're going to try to get it. So against him, we're going to want this. Now we got what we need. Healing potion. And what we're looking for. So now we did it. That's it. Let's see if he's gonna fuck with us. He decided he did not want to take this fight. He was intrigued because I had my one ability equipped. But at the end of the day, he decided that it was not in his best interest to fight me. And I agree. His long ability, but my damage output, his invisibility lack, it could be really bad for him. He could outrun us. He could. Unless I eat my stew. And then, with my one-hand torch and everything, we have a really high chance of catching him. This is only a few minutes left. We're going to go back. We'll sell everything because we're pretty close to safety. Which is why we chose our option. Cripple. See, cripple's good if you can get on them, right? But when they have a tilt dash jump like that, sometimes better with slow. Warbow. The cripple's still good if you can get on them, if you time your leaps right, but you have to be within a certain range. So the reflect is really good, because if they're going to kite you, you just knock the damage back out of them. So we're going to do our classic right here when we come in and repair. You can see there, we didn't really kill anyone. We still made 300-some-thousand, which isn't bad. You know, we made 100,000 off bags alone. Come here, quick sell everything except our potion, our cover soup. It's only 110,000. That's pretty low, so we're not gonna do that. So the rest, I'm gonna sell this in a buy order like that.
Satisfied?
We'll restock for the next time we play. But first, let's go. Let's check out our stuff. Got this now. Ability damage. As you can see, we have more than enough attunement to do a couple. Oh, we did the wrong thing. That's a big no-no. That cost us. But, as I say, shit happens. And that's a good, right there is what we wanted to see. That was our replacement. Alright. We're going to add a trait. Item power is good, but max health is king. And we don't have enough attunement for another one. So, as you see, we have max health now. We have ability damage. So, we're looking at much higher E damage. So, this weapon's already turned out to be pretty solid. Even with my blunders. I'm wasting one of the rolls. It's a big deal. You don't want to waste rolls. Now, next, we're looking for cooldown. Production is like the next big thing we really want. However, we could settle with lifesteal. It's going to make all of our damage, all of our hits, just do significantly more with the Stalker Jacket. It could be really bad. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it somewhat known. You can actually see what it's like for a real player to play, you know, or a casual player. Thanks for watching.